The NFL this millennium, a league whose grip on the American public is unparalleled in the history of American sports. At the center of this story, two figures. The first, an outcast, fallen from early round grace, returning to wreak vengeance upon all those who doubted him. The second, a maestro, mechanical and meticulous, who has ascended to even greater heights than the most lofty of expectations. The two, for 15 seasons, have held the public in the palm of their hands. Yet before the trophies and the records, the memories and the moments, there was a Foxboro Afternoon in the fall of 2001. Every legend has a beginning. This is theirs.
First of all, we'd had wins over the Jets and Buffalo.
Throws one over the middle. Touchdown! Another touchdown!
Peyton is shredding this team.
And the Patriots were coming in at 0-2.
Bledsoe now rolls to the right. 25, 30. Oh, and one got around. And I'm not sure he's going to get up on this one.
We were 0-2, I believe, at the time. Drew Bledsoe, our starting quarterback, just got knocked out of the game. I don't want to say it was dire straits and a must-win, but it was about as close as you could possibly get.
I'm ready to go. I mean, it's what you prepare for. You don't sit on an active roster to never expect to play. I've done it before in the past, so not much of a change there.
There was an unknown in Tom Brady.
The medical staff over to check on Bledsoe.
Nobody knew about Tom Brady. Drew Bledsoe had just signed a $100 million contract.
I actually had a different relationship with Tom, being that he's a Michigan guy. We talked. He said, "Tom not giving it back," and he was right. He didn't give it back.
Knowing that Bledsoe was out, I went back and looked at all of Brady's snaps in the preseason, came away extremely impressed, and even said to people that these guys were playing their second-best quarterback when they were playing Bledsoe.
Foxboro Stadium, we're ready for an AFC East battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots.
I remember walking out on the field, and here's this kind of skinny kid throwing balls out there to the receivers. It looked like his helmet was too big for him. Kind of weird looking. Didn't fire me up too much.
Brady back to pass, and he's sacked on the first play of the game.
First play, he went out and got sacked. I wasn't very happy about that. And third play, throwing in the wind, ball sailed on me. Wasn't very happy about that one either, but after that, kind of settled into things and started moving the ball a little bit.
Looking for the score.
I just recall it being a pretty physical game, especially by our defense.
Brian Cox laid Jerome Peyton out on a little under route they ran to start the game.
And he is leveled.
It was a tough day. I don't think it was all Peyton's fault.
Manning picked up again. Tying on to the end zone touchdown.
The majority of the teams came in not only intimidated from Peyton, but intimidated by the arsenal of receivers. We went out and gave it to them. From that point forward, that was the blueprint of how we're going to play the Indianapolis Colts because of what we did that game.
You got to be able to make some plays, and you got to be able to complete some passes.
Patriots get their first win of the season.
And we just didn't execute very well. That's how you get beat.
Good win. It wasn't the Super Bowl or anything, but it's good. 0-2, and now we're 1-2, and we got to go down to Miami.
Not say that Peyton needs to be humble, but when you have that kind of adversity, when you go through those challenges, you find a way to be successful. And that's what he did. He needed to be put in a situation where it didn't come easy for him.
I didn't walk off the field that day and say, oh, Brady's destined to be one of the top quarterbacks of all time, but he certainly has turned out to be that way.
The showdown week 3 would be a turning point for both teams. For the Colts, a once promising start would end in a tailspin.
Playoffs? Playoffs? You kidding me? I just hope we can win a game.
Ultimately replacing Jim Mora with a coach who practiced a little more tranquility. A tranquility that would eventually pay off. For the Patriots, their 0-2 start would soon become a distant memory, rebounding from their early season swoon and the loss of their franchise quarterback, en route to one of the more miraculous runs in Super Bowl history, and the start of a dynasty.